So one of the biggest issues when it comes to trading is figuring out how to stay ahead of the market. We have days when the market is choppy, when the market is bullish, and when the market is very explosive either direction. Now, taking advantage of these opportunities is very tough because it is hard to find the opportunity in the first place. So in today's session, I'm going to be talking about with how you can stay ahead using and analyzing gamma reports, especially in our mentorship program. I'm going to go over today's plays and discuss the strategy behind these details, and also share with you different indicators and different tools that you can use towards leveraging your trading situation. And I'm going to be talking about how analyzing the market prior to the market open is going to be the game changer that you need to install in your program here. We do have the mentorship program where I provide the predictions for you, and they're clearly very accurate levels of information that you can use towards your advantage. It has been some time since I did my post-market recap, and as many of you guys may already know, it was because of my wedding week. I'm officially a married man, and I'm also trading like a married man. So let's get into our post-market recap for August the 26th. So for today's session here, we first reviewed the market in a way where we're looking at, okay, what's going on and what's happening. So what we usually do is every morning, my members in my room here, they see my gamma report. Okay, my gamma report, the benefits of these reports is that, first of all, it helps you understand what are the key ranges when the market is bullish and when the market is bearish. It also helps you identify when the market's neutral and it's not neither bullish or bearish. And finally, it also gives you details of what's really moving the market and gives you a synopsis of key things you need to know about. Okay, so I explained the market situation here, and in the gamma report we mentioned that in order for SPX to really start running, to seize that opportunity, you had to see the S&P 500 run towards 5660, 5670, which is the S&P 500 all-time highs. Currently, the Dow is at the all-time high, so it kind of shows you where the money is rotating as well. In my put gamma here, what we learned is that the S&P 500 may see some short-term selling if it gets under 5630. And of course, guys, this is all timestamped before the market open at 8 a.m. This happens daily before the market opens. So we confirmed short-term selling under 5630, and towards 5620, 5610, we may see a lot of strong support around that zone here. Okay, so that was clearly evident in today's trading session. So if we look at it from a 30-minute angle, the market opened right over here, and that's exactly what you see over there. Okay, so the neutral gamma is between 5630 and 5640. So the neutral gamma is what you see, the shade range over here. Okay, now I really want to explain what the neutral gamma is to you guys, because a lot of people have no clue what that is. So what the neutral gamma means is basically that is the area where the market is neither nor bullish or bearish. Okay, and that's important to remember because it helps traders identify when the market is giving opportunity or it's not. Now, if the market is, let's just say, the S&P 500 is under 5630, that pretty much means that we're in negative gamma. Okay, when you're in negative gamma, it means that most of the time, every every pop that happens under 5630 is going to most likely see a downside force where it's going to get sold off immediately. Anytime you're above the positive gamma, so in this case 5640, you're going to most likely see buyers take it back up. And this is clearly evident in the 5-minute chart here. Okay, so if you guys see in the 5-minute here, you can see that pretty much the market tried its best to stay positive as much as it can throughout the entire day, but really when it broke through the down here, every pop just continued to get sold under that negative gamma zone that you see right over here. Okay, so that's pretty much the details behind that. And if I do a replay about how that looks, you can really see that in real time. Let's see in the 5 minutes that the market is looking, pretty much it tries its best to stay ahead. Okay, so this is just a little replay about what I'm talking about. You know, you've seen some downside action right off the bat here, and you see that the market was pretty much trying to stay above as much as it can on the 5 minutes, you know, with this candles, and then it start to pretty much tank here. Okay, now besides all that, in our gamma report we spoke that that this is likely to be a choppy and sideways market, so we predicted that. And I said the best strategy for today is to scalp. We confirmed that WTI crude was strong, and cryptos were strong as well, but the Dow was at all-time highs. Okay, now one important thing that you want to remember here as well, so besides this gamma report, which was released before the market opened, these daily levels are key. So my level 1 bullish is a gatekeeping level that pretty much is a very hard inflection point to break. As you guys can see right over here, level 1 was actually the top resistance. Anytime the market hits my level 1 within the first 30 minutes to an hour, I love to short it there. And if, let's just say, the market hits my level 1 bearish within the first 30 minutes to an hour, that's the best time to buy calls. Okay, why? Because it's a gatekeeping level. So if you go to my STX model details over here, explains all the definitions, what the levels all mean over here. Okay, anytime you hit level 2, for example, that confirms the trend, and today we did hit level 2 bearish, and that's why the market stayed lower here as well. Okay, so in my daily levels, which is of course given before the market opened, you can see that we called the top at 56.51. The support was over there, and you can see that right over here that the days range 56.51.62 was in fact the top here. Okay, so that's how accurate our models is, and that's why we did very successful. And one of the successful plays that we gave for today was our SPX put that we called near the top, made a nice 77%. We also gave amazing plays in our free Discord as well. So if you guys took a look at our Discord, we gave basically, let me find where that was, a little bit up here. Okay, so we said the 565 calls was a little bit too expensive. They were at 0.6. I said they're going to go to 0.2, and which they did. We gave out the 560 puts at 35 cents. These went to $1.35, so that gave a 4x if you held it through the high of the day. I also mentioned gave the QQQ 475 puts, which was a 400 to 500% play. They went to basically $2.4. We gave other SPY put plays that were doing very amazing, and the room banked. So if you guys don't have the capital to join my mentorship program and still want to learn how to trade, just literally join my free Discord. The link's on my Twitter bio, so you guys can check that out. Okay, so besides all my predictions as well, the war room is where we plan our details, give our predictions on a daily front. Now besides that, we also had another amazing play that we had given off. So in our winner circle, we gave UPST calls as well. Okay, so the setup for UPST was two different reasons. Okay, one had to do with one of the indicators that I constantly use. If you guys like this indicator, it's great for scalping and for setting up strategies of knowing where the resistance and support is. It also takes gamma into consideration, so it automatically stalls in here. So this is my Zack attack indicator that you see over here. So the great thing about this here is that we decided to take UPST once it broke through 42, and the premiums were very strong here. So what we had done here is that we got around at right around the pre-market low at 42, and our goal was to sell it at the pre-market high, which this indicator gives you that information here as well. And we managed to give 40%. They went to 70% as well before moving lower, but we had no intentions to really swing that play at all. And that pretty much was very helpful trade that you guys can see. The next trade that we decided to take was based off our key support. So I gave this on Twitter here, where basically I mentioned that SMCI estimated weekly lows at 555 here. Okay, now if you look at the day's range, it literally is at 555 and 25 cents. You guys can see that right over here. That is in fact the bottom over here, literally off by 24 cents to the penny here. Okay, and this information was literally given online for free. So if you guys check my Discord over here, I gave this on Sunday at 5 p.m. Okay, so there should be no reason why you won't believe me, because I always make sure there's a timestamp confirmation. So we bought that as a potential swing, and that's how we stayed 10 steps ahead of the market. We knew that this gamma was strong at 555 because of my weekly analysis that I do here, and it was a great opportunity to buy the dip on SMCI. I have over 20 plus stocks on my watch list where I have all these predictions, and having these predictions gives me an edge over everyone because I know exactly when to buy and when to sell and what opportunity to seize. So having this level of preparation is what makes you successful. Now, it takes me over 8 to 10 hours every week to do all this analysis. And when you join my mentorship program, you get all this information in your hands and you can do a lot with it. There's so many strategies you can do, and that's why our program also includes a mentorship service where you basically can book a time with me. I go over the model and figure out a strategy that you can use my information for. On top of that, we also have a lot of courses that explains the different levels, what each level means, and how you can benefit off different trading strategies, because there's some people that like to write calls, write puts, or even do different straddles, and having this information where you know exactly where the range is and how it's set up based on my interpretations of the stock itself will really give you an edge moving forward. So if you guys like this level of information, check out the link in the bio. Check out the indicator if you guys just want to scalp and all that, because the Zack Attack indicator is literally top notch, and we worked very hard to make sure that this indicator was solid enough, and that's why I highly endorse it. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, guys. We are bullish on SMCI, and the market is still chopped, but it's all about Nvidia earnings, and we look forward to providing more content in the near future to help you with your trading journey. See you guys in the chat, and like always, let's get that money.